Today we are hiking Owl's Head in the Pemigewasset region of New Hampshire. Approximately 4,025 feet, and we have a 9-mile one-way trek to the summit via the Lincoln Woods Trail, the Franconia Brook Trail, the Lincoln Brook Trail, and the Owl's Head Path. First 8 or so miles is relatively flat, but the final mile is extremely steep and rough. And today my partner in crime is Mr. Peter.
Hello.
Should be an interesting journey. Let's see. Alright, we are continuing on the Lincoln Woods Trail. Very flat, but also very straight. You can see for like a quarter mile down. Man, this section is going to go by a long time, but at least it's flat. Don't have to worry about sweating our buns off on the first 2 miles. Nice little brook here. And we got a nice little bridge. But once you get to the wilderness boundary, there will be no more bridges because they violate wilderness regulations. Alright, we just passed the junction with the Black Pond Trail. Now we are in a forest protection area. Didn't catch the sign, so I don't know exactly what we can or cannot camp near. So, should be getting close to the Franconia Brook Trail. Only like maybe half a mile or so, I think. Onward we go. Alright, we've reached the junction with the Franconia Falls Trail. This is that way. And there's a bridge over the Franconia Brook. Wilderness boundary is just up there, and the Franconia Brook Trail is like a few feet beyond it. We're gonna cross this, then head to the Franconia Brook Trail. We are now on the Franconia Brook Trail. Kind of a bank, steep one at that. And now we're on the same flat terrain that we just traversed over 3 miles on the Lincoln Woods Trail. How you holding up? Awesome.
Excellent.
Although we'll see if that holds true when you get to the slide. So far the Franconia Brook Trail is just like the Lincoln Woods Trail, except narrower and more rough and wild, kind of like an actual trail rather than a highway trail. Onward to the Lincoln Brook Trail. We reached the junction with the Lincoln Brook Trail. Should be about 3.5 miles to the Owl's Head slide path, but it's not without a few rough water crossings.
Hour and 20 minutes.
Not bad time. Wonder how this will go.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I just want to see the slide.
Yeah. Onward we go. Alright, so far the trail is pretty well beaten, but beyond the Owl's Head slide path junction, it's often rough, wet, and overgrown, and requires a lot of care to follow. But we're not going that far. Oh no. So we just forded Franconia Brook. Not rock hoppable today. Got a few more brook crossings coming up, and I'm hoping that I can rock hop them and not have to take off my boots like 6 times during this trek. I see Pete's got the right idea. Oh, branch. But yeah, I don't own water shoes, so got a bare... Crap, I forgot my stick. Oh well. Oh well.
Joking on penis.
We are continuing to go up on the Lincoln Brook Trail. Has a pretty easy grade so far, although a little more up than the previous 2 trails we took. Franconia, Brook, and Lincoln Woods to the path we go. Alright, I think we just crossed the last water crossing of the ascent. The last major one anyway. So now I'm going to be on the lookout for the Owl's Head slide path. And I'll meet you once we get there. Alright, we've reached the Owl's Head slide path. We're going to take that rough path all the way to Owl's Head. There's a cairn right there. A few like siding type things. Lincoln Brook Trail continues that way. Very rough, kind of wet at times. But we're not going that way. Glad to be here.
Oh, it's outstanding. Ecstatic. I'm happy to have a sandwich.
Yeah. We are going to take a breather and then head up the trail. We are heading up the Owl's Head path. The slide should be coming up in a little while. And we met another hiker, Phil.
Hello there. My name's Phil. Nice called Coach.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Now, at 3/10 of a mile and 700 feet up, there's supposedly a spring. Not always reliable though, but if you're in dire straits, then why not? Just hope you have iodine or something. Alright, we've reached the slide. Quite steep, as you can hopefully see. Oh, man, we are going to be in for a good view once we get high enough.
Here's my...
Alright, we are working our way up the slide. Quite steep. Very, actually. But the view is just incredible. It's a shame there are no views on Owl's Head itself. Man, if Owl's Head had a view, it'd be one of the top in the whites. It's in the middle of everything. Think it's steep. Still, it's short. As long as you just take our time and pace ourselves, I think we'll get up fine. Well, that could be a hairy section when it's wet or icy. Man, I just can't get enough of this backside view of the Franconias. It's just incredible.
Climbing up Owl's Head. There goes Spencer. Into the sunset.
We're making our way up the Owl's Head path. Past the slide a little while ago. And seems to be a relatively flat area right here. So we gotta be reaching something. Onward ho we go. Alright, we've arrived at the false summit of Owl's Head, a slightly lower one. The higher ones true summit's off that way. We're here. And we got another 2/10, maybe quarter of a mile to the true summit. I'll meet you once we get there. Alright, we reached the summit of Owl's Head Mountain, elevation 4,025 feet, deep in the heart of the Pemigewasset Wilderness of New Hampshire. Quite a view. Nothing but green and gray and whatnot. A lot of blowdown, pretty thick brush once you left the slide to go down or across. But we did it. 42 from me is in the bag. So, not really much else to see. So I'm going to take a quick breather with my new hiking buddies. Then I'll meet you back at the trailhead. Well, we've arrived at the trailhead. Gotta say, this is a rough one. The steep 1,500 feet in a mile up the Owl's Head slide path was pretty rough, but the other 16 miles of walking made it seem so much longer. So, good hike though, just very rough. So, round trip distance was 18 miles and I think 2,800 feet of elevation gain. So, from the Lincoln Woods trailhead in Owl's Head, see you on my next adventure.